Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about a Docker and how to install it in your Ubuntu system. Okay, so to start with this, I'll first go to my Google Chrome and type install Docker in Ubuntu. Okay, so there will be this first link, click on that. Okay, you will see multiple install options over here. So there are Ubuntu, Debian, Fedora, CentOS. So whatever operating system you are using, you can select this and then move on with the processes. Okay, so this is the first of prerequisites: firewall limitations, OS requirements, and then you need to install the older versions as well. Okay, so make sure you briefly read about these firewall instructions. So there are some rules that are created under NFT which are not supported. Okay, I think, yeah. So if there are some rules that are created under the IP tables NFT, this one, which are not supported to install the Docker. Okay, so just check for that as well. Okay, then you have the OS requirements: Ubuntu, Noble, Jammy, Focal. So LTS means long-term support. So for all these versions, you can install the Docker in them. Okay. Now moving on, starting with the uninstalling the older versions first. So I'll just select it. I have terminal open, yeah. So I'll just paste this command in my terminal, and it will uninstall everything that it finds. Okay. So these are basically the configuration packages that you might have installed before. So Docker, installing Docker requires first removing all those configurations. Okay. Now moving on to the installation methods. So there are two installation methods, mostly three, but these two are the same. Okay. And this convenience script is for the testing and development environment only. Okay, so we'll be moving on with the API repository, apt repository. Okay, I click on it, just select this command, paste it over here, and then I'll select all these four commands together, paste it over here. I'll do the echo command. This is done. Now sudo apt get update. Okay. So this is done as well. Okay. Now moving on to the installing of the Docker packages. So this part takes some time. So I will have some time to talk about what apt is. So I used the apt before, right? Okay, so wireless. So I used installing Docker using apt, right? So first starting with the apt. So apt stands for application package tools. Okay, and the apt repository is the directory that contains all the packages and metadata that are essential to run the software in Ubuntu or Debian. Okay, so keep note of that. One time I was asked what apt is in the interview as well. At that time I didn't know it, so I read about it and it was seamlessly interesting. Okay, so this command is done. Now we'll check if our Docker is correctly installed or not. So we have this image installed with while installation of the Docker as well, the hello world. So we'll just run it now. Oh, okay, so the image is not installed. So you can see over here, that's my bad. So unable to find the image. So first it will pull the image and then it will rebase it, and then your image will be good to go. Okay, now if I want to check if any of the containers are running, so whenever you run the Docker image, just like this hello world, over here. So a container will be created in which this particular image will be running. So if I define the container, it is the part in your system, part in your application layer that will just solely run this image, this hello world image. Okay, so yeah, anyways, if I want to check what images are still running, so I'll do sudo docker ps and then slash. Okay, so you can see sorry, minus a. Okay, so you can see okay, I'll just do the okay. Yeah, so you can see over here I have this container running. So the name of the container image is hello world, the container ID is this, and the rest of the information as well. So it is currently not running in any port because it's not an application that requires to be run on any port. Okay, now similarly, now I'll go to the Docker Hub. Okay, in the Docker Hub you can find image for most of the applications, take most of the softwares, right? Most of the modules, packages as well. So you can see you have for machine learning and AI modules, you have TensorFlow, PyTorch, LangChain, Llama, and multiple others. For the database storages, you have Postgres, MySQL, Neo4j, Mongo. For the so these are mostly hosting images. So Nginx is there. Okay. Okay, so this is most pulled images. My bad. So Memcached, Nginx, all are there. Okay. So if I go to Nginx, I'll take the basic example right now. So if I go to Nginx, so here are multiple versions, like multiple Docker files or multiple versions for Nginx, such as 1.27.1, 1.26.2, and much more. Okay. So to pull any of the image, I'll just go over here, select this, okay, and paste it in my command terminal. So yeah, they started pulling the Docker image for the Nginx. So as I suggested earlier, my Docker image sits above my application layer. So there are 3 layers in my system. Okay, one is hardware, above it is OS kernel layer, and above it there is application layer. Okay, so all the Docker images, all the Docker containers, they sit on the application layer. Okay, so that's the one more reason why the Docker images are OS dependent. So you can't run any Windows Docker image in the Ubuntu and vice versa. Okay, because they sit on the application layer and they want to communicate with the OS kernel. So Windows kernel cannot communicate with the Ubuntu kernel. So that's why. Okay, so if you can see, my image has been pulled. So if I do docker psa, okay, I will not see the image right now because I have just pulled the image. How to run this? I will do docker run Nginx. Okay, so my image has started to run. Okay, so by running docker and Nginx, I am running the image in the attached form. So all the logs will be displayed to me in my terminal. Okay, and if I do docker psa over here, then I can see my Nginx is running. Okay, so you can see the signals have been received for this. Okay, I think this is enough for this lecture. So I told you how to install the Docker in your system and how to pull an image, how to run an image. So let's move on to the next lectures for the other part because this video might get very long. So by that time, please do like to my videos and share the Docker channel, sorry, the Docker video series with your friends as well. And if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel as well. Okay, till then, have a very nice evening, a very nice day, and yeah, bye.